Hi, this is Geeta Prana signing on. I want to explain that I use Vivekananda Retreat Ridgely, the retreat center where I live. I use that YouTube channel because I cannot for the life of me get my computer to unsign me out of all the retreats YouTube channels and onto my own, and I can't create my own. So that's just for all the people who might be watching not associated with Vivekananda Retreat. I would have my own channel if I could, but I don't know how to do that. So I thought I would share this junk journal I made. I posted a picture of it on Junk Journal Junkies as my third challenge for the new members. But in the meantime, I finished it. So I thought that I would do a really quick put through. It's bound with just a junk ribbon that I got from somewhere. I'm not even sure where. And I made this paper. I made it by putting a plastic bag into some molding paste and letting it dry and then ripping it off later, and it made all these nice kind of ups and downs and caves and things. And then of course this is parchment paper that I made into a ruffle. I used old kind of packing paper that was maybe too old, and I had to Mod Podge it so that it wouldn't fall apart. So mostly I used the paper collection from, I think it's DCWV, called Butterfly Garden. I wanted to use it up, but I barely used any of it. So here on this page we have a paint strip and a ladybug that I made with one of our stamps and some golden GAC fluid that comes kind of resinous. This is a piece of incense paper that was an incense box, and so it smells absolutely fantastic. And this is an envelope I made. It doesn't have anything in it, and it isn't actually fastened yet. The other thing I did with this book is I took a poem from Jalaluddin Rumi and I printed it out and I cut it up and I pasted it in random places all through the book. So it starts here and then at different places continues and ends at the end. So it says what was said to the rose that made it open, and you have to find the rest of it in the book. And here we have a pocket, a tag from Graphic 45, Sweet Sentiments. I used Sweet Sentiments from Graphic 45 and I used Some Time to Flourish. A doily, a little kind of an envelope, and a card that I had lying around with this homemade paper from Nepal, I think, and some coffee dyed paper. All the paper here, well, I shouldn't say that. Most of the paper is coffee dyed, but I was playing with dyeing. This is another tuck spot, and this is like a coloring page. I often use these copyright-free images from, I forget which kinds of books put these out in the old days when you got them from books. And so this was just something I didn't use. Here's the next part of the poem, was said to me here in my chest, and a stencil for Rose, graph paper. This is blank because I really did want to have some journaling space. Here's the next part, what was told to the cypress that made it strong. And I tried to put some sort of cypress trees on there. Here is a doily tuck spot right here. Coffee dyed paper. This, in this tuck spot here, is beet dyed paper. And the first beet dyed paper I made came out brown, but this second batch came out quite pink. Here is an envelope. I don't have a tag in it yet. I don't want to make the book any fatter than it already is, but a tag could go right here. And then I put an image from Graphic 45's Birdsong paper there. This is spinach dyed paper right here. I don't know if you can see it, and a stamp. And on this side is a pocket. This was an image, I think from the Graphics Fairy, that I was using for something else, but I Mod Podged it and I didn't really like how it came out. So it was kind of sitting around in my stash and I decided to put it in here. I'll put it back later. This is some vellum. This is a tag that I made. A ticket with some stamps and some paint and some ink. And here is I had some doily paper that I cut up and some flowers. I'll just stick this in here for now. This is a pocket that I made, and the next one, whoever put eloquence in language, one of these, everybody has them. I think they're so cute, and I have one too, Jilly Bean Soup little bags. And then in these two pockets, I cut apart a packaging from Simplicity, quite obviously, that I thought was really pretty and that would go well here. This is another pocket and some more Simplicity. It's really humid here today, really hot, really humid, and everything is sticking. And one of these die cuts with a view, what do you call this? Acetate. Here is a collage image that I didn't use in something else, so uh-oh, my mind's going blank. I glued it on. Here, of course, is a clip like everybody else. I'm totally in debt to Irina at Crafty Irina for making these. I think they're just so cute and they're so much fun to make. And then here's a piece of paper, just it's clipped over, that I used my EK Success Punch on. And here's a tattered floral die, and this is a pocket. Eventually there will be a tag in here, but again, I don't want to load this up. Made out of the vellum, and you can also put a tuck spot in here. It's a tuck spot, you can put something else there. Here we have some more of this doily paper and another envelope the other side of it with a dragonfly and another piece of packaging that I thought was pretty. This one from, I think, Prima. And then this is tissue paper tape that I made myself. I've seen lots of people do this on YouTube, but I think I learned how to do this a long time ago, and I find I love to do it. Another image, collage image I didn't use. And another pocket with some Graphic 45 birdsong paper. This was from some Sizzix embossing folder or packaging. Here's the next part of the poem. That's happening here. A blank piece of graph paper. The other half of the Color It Yourself page. Another, this time it's held on by a ribbon, a doily, and some paper from Graphic 45. This is more under here of that beat dyed paper, which I stamped on and then I colored with my inks, the paper. This is a card that a friend of mine gave to me, and it's blank here. And here is the edging that I kind of is my standard edging for anything that I do, it seems. This is how the book is tied, is through this edging right here. And then there's another one of these cards on the other side. Another one of these wonderful clips. It says Inspire, I don't know if you can see that, and some more of this kind of paper with a die cut on it. This, as you probably know, is a free download from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. I have a couple of those in here. And on this page is some more of the tissue tape that I made and another edging that I got from some doily paper. Here's the next of the poem, The Great Warehouse Doors Open. So another little place to put tags and things. An envelope with another image from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. Another bag from Jilly Bean Soup die. Another beat dyed paper. And the envelope that it goes on, you can put something else also in here if you wanted to, right here. I'll just leave that there. Another tuck spot, some more Graphic 45 paper, probably Sweet Sentiments, yep. And the same on the back, the other side of the vellum. This is paper that I faux marbleized myself using shaving cream. I usually love to do my own things, and very rarely will buy paper like this. And this other side I left blank because I don't know if you can see it, but the pattern from the marbling went through the paper, and it's so pretty I just decided to leave it. It also smells like shaving cream, so this is a card that I used, someone gave me. This is another marbleized paper that I actually wanted to have less bright, so I kind of glued, Mod Podged a piece of tissue paper on top. Here is a little banner that I made. This is the middle, this is the signature middle, so I have a pocket here. And so these are the next two things, the poem tag can go in here. This is spinach dyed paper. I made, this is handmade tissue tape. And on this page, another Ephemera's Vintage Garden tag. Let's see, what does this one do? Oh, on this side, it opens up. This is another card that I had. It opens up. There's some paper on here. Another tag. I mean, what am I saying? Another handmade kind of washi tape, tissue tape. The other side of the marbleized paper. Some more vellum. Some more tea-dyed paper. I can tell this is tea-dyed. And a strip of that. Another border from the doily paper. And here's the border from the doily paper that I inked up and printed. I'm stamped and then colored with my inks. Here's some tags in this envelope. This is, I usually donate these books to the retreat to sell in our bookshop. And so I left this old envelope of ours with this picture of Swami Vivekananda just in case somebody wants it. But it can be easily covered up by anyone. And a tag fits in here, a bigger tag even if you want. Some more handmade tissue tape. I really love doing this. I don't know why. The more fiddly, the happier I am. I tell you, I love the little fiddly stuff. This is a flip out. This is more that paper from Butterfly Garden. Another collage image I didn't use that I cut out of a magazine. This is a pocket that I sewed together. This is that handmade paper that's on the front. And yes, now I'm noticing that my hands are a mess. I'm a gardener as well as a crafter, and that's just death to having nice looking fingernails, that's for sure. Here's another one of these Crafty Irina tags and some more Graphic 45 paper. More on this side, and this is the, what do you call this? The negative space from a die cut, which I've put some vellum in there behind it, and some more handmade tissue tape. I'm not going to take the vellum out because it's not so easy. And this is the back that I've probably skipped reading some of the poem, but the back is the very last part, in love with the one to whom every that belongs, Rumi. And then this is blank. I figured I had enough things in here already, and I don't want the book to get too fat, and it's addicting to keep adding and adding and adding. It's so fun. So thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Eventually, when we solve some resale license problems in a bookshop, I will donate this to the bookshop, and if you're interested, you can drop me a line, and I don't know, it might be in a month or so that the bookshop might be back up and running. So thank you again, and have a nice rest of the day.